Yo, what's going on, man? It's your boy Benji. I'm over here listening to a couple talking points. There's no way this one up here just said that men's insecurities prevent them from dating body girls. I want to kind of hear this one out, so I'm gonna play this one real quick. Let's hear it.
Shit, we could.
Oh, okay, all right, that's fair. Let's get to it.
Um, I'm nervous now. I don't know why.
That woman is
But
pretty.
I feel like when it comes to like working in
Shot
the
world.
nightlife, there's a stigma behind it because there's women that's in the nightlife that are fucking to get where they are. So they're fucking promoters. They're fucking
work
these
every
rich
week.
niggas so that they could come and spend that bag. But then when you're a female that coming in and you're humble and you're not on that,
Talk it to the microphone.
and you're not on that,
You can lean back.
people feel like
Oh shit, I'm almost busting.
they still have that stigma about you, like, oh, she working in the nightlife, so she's probably doing the same thing everybody else doing.
Right.
But
You know, so it get tricky. So if you're dealing with a guy, mind you, he met you in that life, then a little bit down the line, he start feeling like, all right, you starting to get that, you in the limelight now. People starting to look at you more. So it could be like an insecure thing. Like sometimes they don't really like that.
You're right.
So it gets weird. I don't know how to really explain it. Maybe you could help me out.
but I feel like whether I work in a club or an office, if I want to cheat, I'm gonna cheat. It's a job.
Right,
It's literally
right.
like being a waitress, just minus the food. Sometimes we do handle food, but you're literally being a waitress. You're dealing with customers. You're just bringing liquor to the table.
Yeah, but I guess a lot of people be upset about. I guess typically how the body girls are provocatively dressed, and it is almost it's a way to entice people to come to see you. It's not like, oh, I'm just going to Applebee's to go to Applebee's and I get a waiter. No, you're like, even the promotion of it is come to see me at the club, and I'm gonna be looking like this. You know what I'm saying?
I've had somebody tell me like from jump, like if I start talking to you, you can't like work in the club. So don't fucking talk to me because this is my job. You understand what I'm saying? And like she said, like we watch girls.
Not the same way.
You know who's fucking. Like you just know like this bitch work again. Like you just could tell who's.
What you saying?
with-
Yeah, you saying y'all could tell or just the general
we-
public could tell?
So she do body
y'all can tell.
service,
Oh,
but
okay.
I've worked in the strip clubs.
Yeah,
so
it's
I've
like
done bartending. Like, you know, you ever been to Starlets?
No. I
All right, Starlets is like I never worked there, but I've worked in
I
Atlantis.
don't fuck with strip clubs.
But in the strip clubs now, they cater more to the bartenders than they do to the dancers.
Yeah.
So in the
Yeah.
strip clubs, when I was working in the strip clubs, it's not like I'm making my money off these bottles. I'm making my money the same way the dancers is making their money, except the people can't touch me. So I'm dancing for singles. So it looks a type of way to any guy that would want to talk to me, like, oh, you shaking ass behind the bar, like, for money?
Right.
It looks a type of way.
Yeah.
So it's a stigma behind that. And I really stopped doing it. Now I stopped doing it. I only do bottle service, and it was because I was dealing with somebody, and he did feel a type of way about it. And I thought, okay, I'm going to just stop my bag with that, and I'm going to just do the bottle service thing because it might look better for him. Not even thinking, like, I'm losing out on really a lot of money because when I was in those clubs, I was lit. I was getting the bag.
Let me ask you a question. Have you?
Yo, quick question. Real spiel. If you're engaged in a relationship with this kind of woman, I mean, like you said, how you meet them, sometimes how you lose them. I mean, with all due respect, I understand it's just a job, but at the end of the day, if these are what the people are resorting to have to get their money, I mean, then you should have known already.
Ever been into a heated argument and probably told y'all significant other, somebody y'all was dating, like, oh, that's why I got niggas trying to talk to me every, whatever, when I go to work or whatever.
No.
Have you ever used that to go in a man's face?
No.
Okay, all right, that's valid. I do want to go. You said something about, even if I work at an office, I'm gonna cheat. I happen to have the statistics of the occupations with the highest. You know what I'm saying?
It's funny you say that.
I'm here
right?
to hear this.
So we got, these are the professions
That cheat the most?
that have,
It's
that
like-
cheat the most.
Alright.
It's just
I want to y'all let me know. Would y'all date like somebody that was a bottle girl or somebody that was an active participant in the nightlife?
well, a lot of it's just in general, but you know what I mean. So we got teachers on there. Teachers.
Like, and I guess it can go the other way. Like, for the women wanting to date men, I mean, would you date the DJs, promoters?
Whoa, that
trainers,
is.
Education, like we got
I'm not a
them. They on there. We got retail on there. I know that for first-hand experience. I used to work retail. Like, you know what I'm
You
saying?
in
like,
the back,
motherfuckers be
the
doing-
stock going crazy.
motherfuckers
Stock
definitely
gonna do a little crazy.
The military. You know how many stories I
Oh,
have?
yeah, I've heard of them.
facts.
And they be doing each other, like
Hospital
girl
now,
on girl, guy on guy.
They be getting crazy in the hospital.
Yeah.
Actually, hospital is on here. Nightlife industry.
What number's that?
What's that?
Well,
before?
it just got percentages, but I didn't copy it fully. Strippers, OnlyFans, that's all in the, I guess, nightlife, and aviation, which is like pilots and
and
stewardess
stewardess.
and stuff
Ooh,
like
my
that.
God.
So I think sometimes when men
Can't trust a flight attendant. Man.
when men see like women in nightlife, it's
What do you bring that up for?
almost a percentage game, like, right? Because I think men do have a right to feel insecure. Like, we're human. Like, insecurities is just a human emotion. So when you look at the numbers, or you just know women or men even in that lifestyle you know, they around people, you know what I mean, and things tend to happen. Like, you get what I'm saying? You might get drunk, you might flirt with him, you get his number because you think, oh, he's cute, I'll just friend him or whatever the case is. So I think sometimes men do look at that and be like, you know what? It's a risky occupation. Like, trying to date that person is kind of risky because you never know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's different from just dating somebody that's fucking working behind a desk. Even though the secretaries, they be I ain't gonna hold you too. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
I feel like it's not a career though. So give me a reason to not do it. That's like me telling a man I want him
in a relationship. Can't do it anymore.
to cut off all of his bitches by tomorrow.
Y'all be.
But I understand it is, you know, difficult for you to just bounce from a job, especially like you said, if you just met someone doing this job. You don't know how serious a relationship is going to be, or whatever the case may be. But I can understand that there's certain careers that you may have that obviously are going to be off-putting to the other possible suitors.
You doing it?
No. Women, I'm not like that. You got to be realistic. Like
what you said is not a career, so why he got to give you a reason not to do it?
Because
that's the reason not doing it. Not a career.
That's how I'm making my money. That's how I'm paying my bills.
All right, but you looking for other stuff? Why you doing that? You looking for other things? Why you doing that?
all the time. And if you want me to quit today, what you doing for me?
Right.
Like you got to make it make sense. I'll stop today if you're going to take on that toll.
I think that's literally why you should stay away from people that work nightlife, because literally they're there just for the money. And I understand that everybody's at a job for money, but I mean you gotta understand that you're doing something that is typically off-putting to, like I said, possible suitors, and you will engage in X, Y, and Z for money. I think that's more the argument that a lot of people will have against people that are in this, is that you're engaging in who knows what for money. You know, let's say if you're like a dancer, you know, you're willing to dance or do whatever the case may be, show your body off, take your clothes off, whatever, for money. So at that point, where does the line get drawn to, oh, well, I need to pay bills, I need to go get some money, where does the line get drawn for how much you will start to do for money?
Yeah. Have y'all ever, were these guys that came into your spots and then y'all met like that, or they met y'all like outside of that?
Mine was.
That's another thing.
And that's another thing. Guys are looking at it. If I met you at the club, another nigga can meet you at the club too. Like, you get what I'm saying? It's almost like how you got them is how you lose them. And that goes for men too. Like, you know what I mean? So, you know, men are looking at it like that. You get what I'm saying? And we do live, unfortunately, we got social media. You know, there's a lot of brainwashing going on. Like, nobody trusts nobody, men or women. Like, you get what I'm saying? So it does affect a man psychologically. Like, damn, I don't know. You know, if I lack today, like, is she gonna throw that shit in my? We have women say, yo, I do that shit in his face a couple of times. So, you know, it does build some type of resentment or some type of insecurity, like you said. But I think it's valid. But I do want to ask y'all a question. Would y'all date a man that's a DJ? Would y'all date a DJ?
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you date a DJ?
I mean, I feel like personally, in the question, I feel like as a secure man, you shouldn't feel no way of where I'm working. But honestly, I would respect his opinion if he feel like just because he trusts me and securing me doesn't mean he's securing these other men. Because I don't give a fuck if you got a man. I don't give a fuck. They could try any type of shit on me. So I feel like
secure niggas get cheated on all day. Y'all be keep saying this insecure, like a secure nigga
Yeah,
get cheated.
no, I'm saying that
facts.
he can be secure in you, but he's not secure in other people around you.
Exactly.
Like
Like,
so with me personally, if I feel like as my man, you're uncomfortable. One, like you said, either help me or help me find another job that's paying way better, or because honestly, I don't want my man in the club at night.
So you wouldn't date a DJ? Would you date?
So there's gotta be like, we have to have some type of sense that we're making here. If you wouldn't date somebody who's in the club because you believe the scenarios and situations that they might get themselves into, why should he be so secure in you?
A DJ?
It depends.
On what?
I'm like you gotta a vibe. Like, I need to fill you out. So I'm not gonna say no, because then if I meet a DJ and he's
Like
checking off those
friendly
boxes
DJ?
he was talking about, so I can't.
What about like a guy in OnlyFans, a porn star? Would you date?
No.
No?
Come on,
Absolutely not.
we fucking different bitches every day.
That's how you met him.
No, I wouldn't be dealing with no
why would I
OnlyFans.
like
Talking about that's how you met him.
No, I mean, there's some women who will meet a guy that knows that. You know what I mean?
No, I'm not
and
doing
if I
that.
meet
That's
you
what
and
I'm
you tell me
saying.
that's your career.
That's
what you're
it.
doing with
What's he
yourself.
talking
I don't wanna
about?
go to that.
Right.
So you would date a bartender?
A man.
I'm not dating a male bartender.
Why?
Absolutely not. You shaking up margaritas. It's not happening.
That's a little
So
martini.
wait, why not? Like,
Wait, all y'all say y'all not dating a bartender?
No, heck.
Why not?
That's not my.
It's not masculine.
I need masculine.
Wait, I'm not agreeing to that, y'all.
drinks is not.
That's not masculine at all. Let me
First of all, that
He can
occupation.
shake it masculine like a football.
Hold on. That occupation was originally a man's occupation.
Not
Women.
anymore. That's jokes.
I don't care about none of that shit. Just like hookah.
The jig is
Hookah
out.
was men. They started that. Indian men was smoking. I don't know what. Oh, yeah, my fault.
shisha.
Yeah, trying to be men. My fault.
Yeah, it was a
Like,
shisha, yeah.
like, yeah,
You never said that.
my fault. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I don't got nothing against
I don't want to be a man at
A
all.
bartender,
man
I ain't
at
never
all.
seen no sus bar. Like, the nigga just making drinks. Like, you know what I'm saying?
What's
Why
sus
is that?
I'm not
Like,
saying sus, but it's just not my type. Like, everybody, you have the right to your type. That's just not my type. Like, I don't want this.
He's
right
doing
here.
that.
Who the fuck be making a
don't
drink
know.
like that? Though?
They be shaking it like they do. Stop acting like there's no way you can't shake it like masculine. Like,
This is the world we live in, bro. You're demonized for not wanting to date her because of her occupation and what she may be doing to get money. And then now, foot is on the other foot. They wouldn't date the man that's in that position, but not because of what they might believe he might be doing, because he's shaking drinks up. Because you're mixing drinks. That is now not masculine of you. Crazy work. Let you go home and get you your protein shake, and you mix up the powder and the chocolate. You mixing it up, you no longer masculine. I don't, what? Let you go home with your shorty and she want to drink and you in there mixing the drink up, you no longer a man. Crazy work.
You can't.
You would just like what the fuck?
I don't know. I don't know.
Like, who's doing that? Like, if you're doing it at that point, you don't belong at the bartender. You belong at because where I work at a club. It's a male bartender, and he's mad cool. Love him.
Shout out to the male bartender.
Shout out to my
Right, it's nothing wrong with y'all.
Love you
At all.
But like,
And he be looking sus when he making the drinks.
Well, I don't know like his vibe, but
I just
I
can't
mean
imagine
he be
myself
doing his
saying,
thing. Like he do tricks and stuff behind the bar with the fire.
Come like my friends, like let's go to my.
I mean, he can't. I mean, doing tricks does sound crazy, but I mean, at the end of the day, like I said, if you're a pretty woman, like people are just gonna come to you. I think just gonna naturally flock to you because probably they're trying to holler, whatever the case may be. But they're willing to get a drink from you, and they'll go pay a tip for you. I'm pretty sure there's an obvious number or statistic that you can come out to that women that are in this occupation get paid a lot more than men because it's more likely people are going to be flocking to them. And, you seem like non-threatening, etc. You would probably be more willing to carry out a conversation, whatever the case may be. So the dude has to sometimes be a little bit over beyond, I think, to kind of keep up. So I can understand him doing tricks and whatnot, but that's crazy work if you saying you don't know this guy's orientation simply because of the way that he is mixing drinks. Crazy.
Come to the bar. What?
And then how you think he feel when he said,
no,
yo,
that's
come to my
totally
girl?
different.
Like,
No,
And you
that's
was making it like
totally
this.
different.
No shade from
So
her.
imagine I'm like, yo, let's go visit my girl at the bar, and I get there, and you turn around shaking your ass, and niggas just throwing dollars at you.
That's crazy.
I'm going home, bro. Like, what the fuck? Come on, man.
Like the reason I asked this question
So you gonna
because
go throw the money every night?
am I gonna go throw the money?
We know
she could
females who-
she could stay home. And I throw the money at her. Sure.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I think the only reason I asked this question because I love to hear the hypocrisy with women. Because they'll say like men shouldn't be insecure about dating a bottle girl or a stripper or you know what I mean. Like, would y'all date a male stripper?
Heck no.
Ew.
And why would you not date a male stripper?
I'm not into that.
Those
Like, why
chicks
you
be having on
grinding?
thongs.
It's
and
nothing.
that's
It's
ugly.
nothing
I'm not doing
attractive
that.
about that.
I'm not being a stripper and I'm not dating a stripper. That's it.
Some.
That's it.
But okay, this is why I said it. I'm not saying with y'all, but someone will have these like men shouldn't care if I'm half naked. I'm getting my bag or whatever. But then when we ask them, well, would you date men that are in the nightlife or men that's around a lot of women or even photographers? We ask them, would you date because they be taking pictures of women butt naked or not? Like so, y'all understand the insecurities. Yeah, no, I understand that. But women seem to understand the insecurities when it's them, but they can't fathom why men would be insecure about their woman flirting with niggas. I'm not saying all women flirting with niggas half naked all the time, showing their ass, whatever. Because a part of bartending is entertaining the male ego. Like, I'm not saying you gotta give your number out, but you do gotta flirt with that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
feel like
Like,
niggas spend some
and sometimes when you a bottle girl, we've been at bars like she get a shot, like we get the bottle, she take a shot, whatever the case is. After a while, them shots add up, and you never know where you gonna put yourself at the end of that night. You know what I mean?
I just think it depends on the person because I'm not jealous at all. Like, and that comes from having male best friends.
Right.
I couldn't be mad at a guy that I deal with for having a close female friend because my best friend is a guy.
Right.
That's genuinely my best friend. So I learned from him that they not talking to everybody that they know. People have friends for real. So like I done dealt with guys that play basketball, all types of stuff. I'm not jealous at all. As far as like the flirting, I'm always cool with the person that I deal with. So I'm not gonna lie, it's times where you lead people on because guys get drunk and they give away their money. I had a situation recently where like I got this man so drunk and then every bottle that he bought, $200, he was bugging. And I'm going along with it, but as my partner, look at him. He's white girl wasted and he's just giving me all his bread.
So you got him drunk to take advantage of him.
I didn't know he was gonna be like that. I really didn't. And what was so crazy is when he came to the bar, so the club, he only bought a bottle. So all of the other bottle girls was like, he only buying the bottle. We don't want like his customer service. I took him on. He got drunk and he was just giving away his money. So I didn't even really have to flirt, but
He was just open.
yeah, we was cool. We was mad cool. And so he left.
I don't know, that's kind of different.
So
I feel like
basically,
you definitely took advantage. Y'all be knowing like, yo, let's get this nigga drunk because I see him spending money. Let's give him some. You know what I mean? Like y'all be knowing like, you know
Why
what I
y'all
mean?
so open though? Like why has been so
They
open?
got
So easy.
Bow,
So
bow,
easy
for
and
just
so
liquor.
easy.
Why?
What you mean open as far as what?
As far as open, like I'm giving her my bigger cup.
Right.
Cause just cause she giving me the cup.
I can't relate.
I can't.
See, now y'all can't relate, but we talking about for the general.
It's about the masses. What happened to the masses?
But I can't speak for them because I can't relate. Like I don't
good
know
question.
I don't know what would get me to the point where I'm just like here.
Here, take
Like,
my social security
what?
card.
Like,
You gonna look at
I don't know what would get me to that point. Like
It's-
Well, I mean,
I could
probably-
be drop dead drunk and I'm gonna still be like,
I think it's just ego at the end of the day.
What?
Men are very egotistical, like, and women understand that. You know what I mean? Which is why y'all feed into his ego.
that's why he giving away money. 'Cause
They be
No,
in club,
they're
competing
probably,
with each other.
yeah, that's true. They probably
Body
thinking
count.
if I'm spending this money, you're gonna look at me a certain way. You might be
come
more
on.
attracted to me or whatever. There's some
that might be his way.
bullshit,
Did you like? Was he an attractive person?
No.
Okay, well that explains it right there. Like that's why. He
And,
giving
and a lot of men thinking it's gonna take that 1 6'5" nigga to come in that's attractive. That's your type. You know what I mean? You always tell me how you love tall, dark, and handsome. And now the nigga 6'5", he flirting with you. You know what I mean? You might slide him your eye. Huh? I mean,
No, he's saying in general. That's
I mean,
like the
that's
prototype.
every woman's fucking
Got him.
prototype. You know what I
Who
mean?
told you
No,
that?
well, not to say I don't.
Let me guess, you don't like light skinned niggas, right?
No, I do actually. I like light skin, brown skin.
Okay, that's rare. So I think guys, the insecurities will kick in. They be like, you know what? Maybe you might give out your Instagram. The Instagram, it might not lead to automatic, but he might hit you up. One of the days when you down or whatever the case is, and it might lead to something else. So there's that possibility. That small interaction could 2 weeks down the road lead to something else. Like,
But
you know
at
what
the
I'm
same
saying?
time, I know that you get drunk and give away your money. Why would I take you serious? I'm gonna keep your number, and when I'm working, I'm going to text you to come do it again.
I mean, listen.
What if he just giving you his money though?
No,
Nah, is
you
everybody?
can tell by how you're a man and you're falling all over the place. That's crazy to
Terrible.
me.
And you don't even know her. You giving her 200, 300, 400. Like
Never seen me ever.
He was black.
Yeah, he was black.
one of the
Niggas
brothers.
say, damn. Like,
One of the brothers.
What y'all think? Would y'all date somebody who's engaged in night?